One of the Holy Spirit's ministries in the life of the Christian in sanctification is to convict us of sin. If we commit a sin and don't feel guilty about it, that we shouldn't rejoice in that, because that's like having a disease and not feeling any pain. We may think that that's a benefit, but in the long run, it's very, very destructive. To feel guilt is a healthy thing if, in fact, we really are guilty. And if we don't feel the guilt, then the Spirit comes and convicts us of our sin, that we may turn from it. But what's the difference between the conviction of the Holy Spirit and the accusation of Satan? Suppose I commit a sin, and I try not to deal with it. And Satan comes along and said, "You did it. We know you did it." What kind of a person are you that would do something like that? The Holy Spirit comes along and troubles me about the same thing. How do you tell the difference? Well, what's the purpose of the Spirit in the conviction of sin? When the Spirit comes to convict you of sin, if you've experienced the conviction of sin, you know that though it is painful to be brought to an awareness of one's sin, there is still something very, very sweet about it. Somehow that when the Holy Spirit confronts us with our sin, at the same time that He tells us we are guilty, He assures us that we are forgiven. As we turn to Him, that He comes to us not as somebody trying to destroy us, but Satan's accusation is designed not to redeem us, but to destroy us. And there's a total difference. You know the difference between the person who comes up to you and say, "I want to tell you this out of love," and then really sticks the knife in. That's when you want to say, "Get out of here, Satan." And the person who really does communicate that they're for you. The Spirit always communicates that He's for you when He convicts you of your sin. And that's the answer to the debilitating accusations of Satan. In other words, this: Satan will hit us where we really are guilty. And we have to acknowledge that there is such a thing as real guilt. And the only remedy to real guilt that I know of is real forgiveness.